Pink and green earrings.
Usually take several times before you can actually wear them.
You don't want to go, Donna Rae?
Everyone, welcome to Donna Rae's birthday party. Donna Rae, we applaud you on your birthday. We asked for quiet from the other table. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was a joke. That was my first joke. That was the first joke. So this is supposed to be a roast of Donna Rae. And I am giving the first speech of Donna Rae's 60th birthday party. First of all, congratulations, Donna Rae.
Thank you.
No one else could have orchestrated her own birthday party as well as you.
She did, yes. Somebody had to do it.
About a month ago, I was thinking, what the heck am I going to do for Donna Rae's birthday? And then she said, I'm having a party. So I was off the hook. So good. So good job, Donna Rae. Now also, only Donna Rae would insist that I tell a certain story. She called me up the other night and told me what story to tell for her birthday. But I'm not going to tell that story.
Yay! Until after you tell us this next one.
Yeah. Actually, it was a story about Donna Rae going up the down elevator in Fred Meyer.
Escalator.
Escalator. That's right. And that's the story.
Everybody knows that story.
It's its own story, just saying that.
What story? We can't hear you down at this end of the table.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
I can hear him.
Stand on your chair.
It's all on video. It's all captured on video.
Yeah.
It's all on video. So you can see it in the reruns. Also, only Donna Rae. The thing about Donna Rae is she leaves a little bit of herself everywhere she goes. So I have this bag here. Now these are, this is a present from John and Judy.
To you?
No, to Donna Rae. She leaves stuff everywhere she goes. So the other day she was over at my house, and here's the headband that she left at my place. She told me she was on a green tea kick, so I gave her some green tea. She left that at my house. She carries around 2 or 3 bags. You know Donna Rae, she carries around bags of stuff everywhere she goes. This was left at my house. It's a cutting board. Plastic cutting board. Some expensive water. And I found this in my driveway. Doesn't it? So that's the funny stuff. Donna Rae, you're awesome. You've totally changed my course as an artist. The work we've done together. You are awesome. Happy birthday.
Unfortunately, I am not allowed to divulge some of the illicit things that have gone on in Donna Rae's life. swore not to say this, so I'll keep it nice and simple and mention some of the most memorable things that Donna Rae has done. Like some of our after-hours parties, after dance competitions, and waking up in the morning, going down to breakfast with the students, wearing sunglasses and spilling beverages all over all the students.
Nice.
My most memorable thing about Donna Rae really is actually the most simple. She would always, no matter what we did, bring her ukulele, and we'd stay all night drinking and singing to Donna Rae's ukulele. And I'm not going to say anything about those affairs.
And we were getting along so well. Paul, what do you have to say?
What do I have to say for myself? So,
Stand up.
years ago, okay, 30, maybe 31 years ago, I was selling telephone soliciting. And I happened to call a lady who was telephone soliciting, so I traded with her search and rescue tickets to go see Jan Berry of Jan and Dean for 3 lessons at Fred Astaire Dance Studio. And so I went down to Fred Astaire and I walked in and I met Donna Rae Davidson, and she said, well, what would you like to learn? I said, well, I'd like to learn how to do the country line dance. And she said, honey, Fred Astaire would spit in his grave and blow his spats if I had to teach country dance lessons in a Fred Astaire dance studio. Come with me, I'm going to teach you how to waltz. So we had one lesson, and then she tried to sell me all these lessons for money. I didn't have any money. So I walked out. I came back a week later, and they gave me a different girl. I thought, well, I don't want this, I want the first girl I met. So I quit. But I got her phone number, and I found out she lived right behind the dance studio in a little house. It was about as big as a dumpster. And you were sleeping in the bedroom, which was the closet. Remember that? So there was a mattress in the closet. But I was so intrigued. I was intrigued because she was an older woman. I was 22 and you were like, you know, whatever. And you're still older. But now, honey, you're 60 and that's gotta hurt, right? And for all these years, I've come through on the comedy shows, the ukulele lady, the ballroom dancing, everything she's ever put on. I go to the show, I bring all my friends. Nim Parks, who did 99 bottles of beer on the wall. And Gig Harbor at a comedy show and got banned for life. You know that? Went to your parties at your house for all the comedians that sit around at night and try to buy each other's jokes for one night. Here's $10 on a contract. And she would always say, this is my friend Paul, he's a Republican. And everybody would go, I always thought, well, wait a minute. I work 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, I pay taxes, I put money away, I take vacations, I have health care. Damn, I am a Republican. What can I tell you? But for all these years, Donna Rae has been my inspiration for comedy, for stage performance, live performance, all of that. I owe that all to you. Because you're a great person to meet from North Dakota. It was just a wonderful thing. For 30 years I've been your greatest fan, and I've been very happy, and thank you very much. And you guys are all great. So, don't forget to tip your mail at Christmas.
Stop bringing me the next street over his mail.
I'm with you now.
Hi, I'm Cliff. I met Donna Rae during the comedy phase of her life, and that was back when that ukulele used to come in. What a lot of people don't realize about the ukulele is you can play it to any damn thing people are psychedelic phase.
Oh.
Because she used to wear all of these colors, remember that? Different colored tights, you know? And then she'd have the things on and the ukulele. And then like we would like smoke pot before it was legal, okay? And then we'd write jokes in the car. And then we'd get her to go on stage and try them out. Stuff is so much funnier in the car. That's all I'm gonna say. Even if you add a ukulele with it, it's just not gonna fly. So, you know. And then Donna Rae and I have worked in a lot of plays together. Okay, not before they were in production, because she'd try them out on me. But, you know, and then did I get writing credit for that one play? No, something about balls and women. Because there was a thing about Bob that I wrote about a Bob, because there was a time in her life when there was cereal Bob and caramel Bob.
No. Bob is in every show.
I know.
Bob's in every fucking show.
Because I wrote it. Thank you. But anyway, now you're finally in my decade. You beast the big 6-0. All these kids know we're up there. So I'd like to say happy birthday and I love you, and as does everyone else. Thank you.
In quite a long time was when she went to go do her retreat. She went to go do her retreat and she said that she, and it just happened, no talking, no communication, no nothing. Donna Rae for 10 days. For 10 days. I mean, I thought, no fucking way was that going to happen. I mean, no way was Donna Rae going to be able to do that. And then she told me, well, she was going to sneak in a notebook. We're all saying, no, you can't sneak in a notebook, you can't do that. So we're all waiting with bated breath as to what is going to happen with Donna Rae when she goes to this retreat where she cannot communicate. She can't look at people, she can't talk to people, she cannot communicate. There's a big list of rules that she has to go through, that she has to follow. So the first time we talk about it, she says, I did it, I didn't talk, I did it. I cried, I sobbed, I cried, I sobbed. And then finally, through a little bit of this conversation, she finally admitted that she wrote one rule. No sex. He says, yes, I broke the rule. I busted up laughing. I thought that was the funniest thing. I love you, Donna Rae.
The first Donna Rae place I went to, I think, was behind the laughter. Beyond the laughter. Behind the laughter. Behind the laughter. And I don't know, I was an instant addict, I guess. Because I've been to almost everything since then, at least one reading out of whatever. But Donna Rae, importantly, really changed my life a couple times. You probably all know about Claudia Kelly's 500 Yards. That was life-changing. You have people singing your name while you're sitting in the audience. It's amazing. But even before that, she changed my life with a personal ad in the Weekly. Oh my God! It started out, Urban-esque redhead is seeking, and
we were late. Anyway.
Jack,
Number 2. Okay. Donna Rae and I have had lots of encounters over the years. But the first time is when I was living in my condo up on Capitol Hill, and I get this telephone call from this woman, and it says, "Who the hell are you?" And I'm thinking, "Who the hell are you?" Oh, you remember this? Okay.
No, you're
She
making
has apparently written this show called Claudia Kelly's 500 Hats. And so she has talked to several friends, people that I know, Kim Douglas and other, Seattle musician people. She says, okay, I'm looking for somebody in her mid-30s, 40, this is 1992, 93, and she says, I want her to be a redhead, I want her to be loud and ballsy, and every one of these people that she talked to said, oh, you want Julianne Moulton. Just call her. So she called me and said, who the fuck are you? I went, why? And then she says to me, she says, I'm having auditions for this show. And everybody tells me you're wonderful. So like, why don't you come over? And I'm going, well, I have a really busy schedule right now. So I tell you what, you go ahead and have your auditions. And if you don't find what you want, you call me. She calls me the next night after the audition. She says, I didn't find what I wanted and I need to see you. I'm like, okay, fine. So I drive over to West Seattle to a house, friend Cricket's house. We actually drove by her house today because I live less than 5 blocks away from that house now.
Oh my God.
I know, it's great. And I read for her and I sang for her and she goes, oh my God, you are my Claudia Kelly. And that was when the show was a one-woman show. Then she rewrote it. Joanne played the mother, and I was too old because Joanne and I are the same age. I was a little old to play Claudia at that point. But you've always been a good friend. Rob has always been a good friend. And I just love you. It's always a party when you're around.
I love you too, Judy. You're the best.
Boy, was I on that one.
Yeah. So I actually met Donna Rae about 34 years ago and sort of wouldn't talk to her. She was so fucking flaky. And I'm like, hey Donna Rae, no, I gotta go wash my hair. But bye, see you later. So I get a call one day. She was very flaky. I don't know if anybody knows this today. Anybody here know that Donna Rae can be flaky? Donna Rae, so David Silverman called me and said, you gotta go come in and see this play. Donna Rae's written this play and it needs help. And I said, okay, and I just had surgery on my crutches and everything. I was like, whatever. So I go down to the Market Theater and I'm watching this thing, I'm thinking, So at the end of it, there's like, she's going, well, does anybody have anything to say? We're getting like, yeah, I really liked it a lot. It's really this, and all of a sudden I'm like, excuse me, what's with the beginning? When does it start? It's a stall. I don't know when this happens. I'm going on and on and giving all this critique, right? This criticism.
Which play was this?
Then it was Claudia Kelly's 500 Hats.
The reading.
They did read David Koch and whoever else was in it. So the next day, I can't finish up, sit down, and I think, what the hell? And she said, thank you very much. The next day, there's hello? Yes, hello. Hi, this is Donna Rae. Yeah. Hi, Donna Rae. Yeah, I want to talk to you. You want to direct my show? It's like, I'm sorry, what? I really like what you have to say about the show like that. I really like your constructive criticism. It really helped a lot. I'm going to change the whole thing in the beginning. I was like, wow, okay. She said, I want you to come in and talk to me about the play and if you'd be interested in playing the mother. I said, sure, whatever. And then she talked to me about women with balls. So working with Donna Rae, waiting a few years and getting used to her and stuff like that, has been a really interesting experience. Because it's always fascinating. Her brain is fascinating. It's funny, and you have to pull at her to get it to go inside and find the interior crap that's really going on. I mean, for an example, when we were doing Women with Balls, there was a joke on the screen that I didn't quite catch until I watched the show. And it was Eleanor Roosevelt sitting in a gondola in Venice. And it said, and the caption was, on her honeymoon, and she was alone with a book. I didn't get it till I saw it, and like, it's just like, that's funny, Donna, you're doing it. So, I love you. No sex. No sex.
No sex.
No, Donna Rae, I mean, maybe I'm making up this story, but
Maybe better than reality.
one of the only people, well, you can imagine this. I mean, she got 86 from a church. Oh!
All right, go Donna Rae, you're my hero. I love you, man.
I mean, didn't Kathy Ann Lewis
Do it again.
issue, but she, it didn't stop her because there she was back the next week, So we became friends.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a rebel.
With the cause. Yeah. She was the best in the talent show. She was, the most outrageous. A lot of things. I mean, she would get me dressed up. She would dress me up, take me out on Halloween. I didn't want to go. I was like, Princess. I was all purple wigs, the whole 9 yards, and I always had a good time. But I was always like, here, stand here, Dana. Now wear this, and do this. But I so appreciate Donna Rae because I would come down to the market when she was doing the North Arcade, and my mother was just died, and I got to go to the market and sing shows at the market. It meant the world to me. It saved my ass to go down there and just, hey, you know what it's like to use a mirror, right? You're like, go whatever, it's so lost. And so I will forever and then I got roped into it till the end of time. So,
It is not everything.
I've never been 86 in church, and I'm going to work on it.
She went home and Googled stage manager. She was the best stage manager ever in the artist play, and she was teaching us how to write lyrics. And I was interested in that. She came up to me later and she said, would you like to help me write some of these lyrics? So I went over and we were eventually she knew some of the things I came up with. She said, you should be very proud. I knew some of your lyrics. And I said, yes, but then you got all those numbers. So then after I did the stage managing, she said, come over, we need to talk about Opening Out Love. This was after the performance. She said, we got some things to work on. And I came over and she handed me a stack of paper where I had the full paper because she was making the thank you notes to send to all the contributors. So she said, well, this is just part of the job. So after dumping my lyrics and making me a card maker, now she's come to me and she says, I've got this great idea for this new production. It's going to be on this meditation retreat. Well, first of all, she asked me to go with her, and I thought, oh, great, 10 days of meditation. I said, no, fuck no. I'm not going. I'll drink to that. So now she says, I'm going to do this production, and I've got a part for you.
So I thought, fine, you don't use my lyrics and I get a non-speaking part. But I love you because I get to meet all of your wonderful friends and hang around. I have to say this. There's one thing I know about Donna Rae. She's probably the most creative person I know.
Here, here.
And I admire and honor that. Thank you.
My back's better.
Okay, so I've known Donna Rae for many years.
How many years have you known her?
Many years. I came dressed as her tonight.
Yes.
Yes. Good job. You all know this.
Oh, yeah.
Put on your head. First you got sneakers, green hat, green scarf.
Everything is green, including my socks. My pants are green. These are Donna Rae shoes. This is a fucking Donna Rae hat. It's a fucking Donna Rae. Little ruffle thing over there. And then this coat, hello, it's green. This coat is green.
Very good. Wow. That's a lot of work right there.
So I took it for literally a roast. So matches.
Oh, we're gonna roast you.
Fire.
So I met her in an exercise class many years ago. And I thought, based on her outward performance, that she must be like a people person, right? She would not give me the fucking time of day. I just look like I thought she was shut up. I look like a straight little soccer mom, and she wasn't gonna fucking talk to me. So, but I still thought she was a real people person. Yeah, she's a real people person. That's why she does all these one woman shows, because who the fuck is gonna want to work with that broad? And I don't think anyone really wants to. Hey, I don't think anyone really wants to talk to you. Why? Because you went on this asana resort retreat. Okay, resort. And nobody would fucking talk to her for 10 days. Nobody would talk to her for 10 days. Right? Am I right? She took it personally. So she's a real people person. She writes a song. I have a date with God. I have a date with God. Why? Who the fuck else is gonna date Donna Rae? Right? He's even bald right now. You gotta be a saint.
Thank you.
Getting laid would be an act of divine intervention.
Sorry.
We've become recent friends, and I adore this person. And one of the things I adore about her is she said to me, she can be who she is when she's with me.
Yeah, that's
That's why she scares the hell out of the rest of us.
Okay, so the pursuit of excellence. I am blue from here down. I got a broken wrist, broken nose. I got a cast. I can't do anything. And she says, you should go to the Pursuit of Excellence seminar. It'll change your life. I had 6 weeks off, so I said, okay, I will. Because it costs $495, and if you don't get anything out of it, they give you their money back. So I said, well, I'll do that, and I'll just get the money back. So we go in there, and they have a whole bunch of different exercises. But the best one is when you have to tell whether you are outgoing and neat, right? And you I found out that I was like moved up here in the corner, a promoter. But it didn't change my life, and at the end of those 3 or 4 days or whatever it was, I couldn't honestly take my money back because it didn't change my life, and that was another good thing I got from Donna Rae Davidson.
There you are.
So I was innocent once upon a time working at the Catholic Church and the Pike Place Market when I met Donna Rae and was lucky enough to be present when some customer decided to give her some lip. So she looks at him and says, "Hey, do I come down to the docks and knock the dick out of your mouth when you're working?" And that was the end of my innocence. Thank you, Donna Rae.
Awesome. There's people here from every aspect of my life since I got to the Pacific Northwest. And this has been deja vu, and I'm really in shock that I'm 60, but I'm going to be okay with it. And I think this next year is going to be my best year ever. So, thank you all very much for coming. Yes, Donna Rae. So much. Yes, Donna Rae. Oh, thank you. Donna Rae.
Here, pass this down.
Can you open your presents now?
He said,
I loved it. It's beautiful.
Do you want my...
What is this?
Oh, the bracelet?
It's a bracelet.
such a loser. I'm such a...
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
I love her. Somebody told me the table here.
Okay, yeah, that's good. And then, here, just gonna check it. Let's go. Best birthday ever. This is so much fun, and everybody got along, and we're talking, and we're animated. Paul and Joanne now are having a lively conversation about we don't know what. Is he really? Yes, he is.
My mom taught me.
Happy 60th, Donna Rae. I just want to tell you how much I've appreciated your friendship. As we both know, we grew up about 60 miles from each other in North Dakota. I knew you for about 10-15 years before I knew that. You didn't really seem like anybody I'd met there, but you know, that's, you know, your Jewish father that your mother found and all this, that story's pretty good. Anyway, but what I do like is when I saw the picture of you when you were maybe 9 years old, the blonde bangs, the curly hair here, I tell you, that is a little North Dakota portrait in the 60s. I mean, me, my girlfriend's you, all with blonde hair, whatever, and I do. She's a North Dakota. You long left there and everything, and you went on to the West Coast. But you're always a good and sweet and kind friend to me. Just like that little North Dakota girl in that picture hanging on your wall. You're still the sweetheart. And you're amazing. You've been inspiration to us all. Love you so much. Happy 60th.
And one of my funniest memories of Donna Rae was We were having a big party at Artie's and Claudia's. All the musicians jamming all night. We were rocking and rolling, everything, ripping it up and partying like banshees. All these musicians, full of their egos, jamming it up, everything. And all of a sudden, Donna Rae comes in with her little ukulele and a number of her songs. It stole the show. Stole the whole goddamn show. Left all of us musicians sitting there with our jobs not open. We love you, Donna Rae. You're number one of a kind. And from North Dakota. You know what that means for me. Catch you later.
We love you a lot. Glad you're part of our
One more
life.
time, I missed the first part. Sorry, I wasn't ready yet.
I'm repeating myself. Happy birthday, Donna Rae. We love you a lot. Thanks for being part of our lives and bringing color into it. Love you, honey.